another day, another grind. Unlucky Spotify took his time and played a, I think, beginner tournament, um, domination beginner tournament on Lizardmen, and he is on the decrepit moor against Nurgle in round 1. So let's get into it and see how he performed. So as we can see here, he has Nakai the Wanderer, then couple of cohort of Huarl. Yeah, that is going to be very fun. Then a lot of chav red-crested skinks here, red-crested skinks. We have sacred croxagores, and that's pretty much the wood lizard roster. Over here, Nurgle coming with the Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle. Couple of chaff marauders here. We have Chaos Warriors of Nurgle as well, plus of course Marauder Horsemen. Yeah, so let's fast forward here and see where the fun starts. So here immediately Marauder Horsemen going in and shooting into Nakai. Nakai has to juggle and jiggle and run around the Bastiladon here with the healing crystal on it, is forcing them back pretty nice. But here we have it. It's caught miasma, so yeah, poison damage, and the slow is on, and Nakai is feasting on those marauders, so pretty good engage here. On the other side, we have Chaos Furies fighting Pterodon Riders, and those Pterodon Riders are getting crunked down, maybe because of the Marauder Horsemen here, but yeah, they have to run off. There is no chance whatsoever. Point 1 is taken by the Lizardmen, and they get a lot of capture weight here. Now have to move over to point number 2 to protect. Over here, Feral Cold Ones moving in and trying to probably hunt down those Marauder Horsemen. Furies, that was, yeah, I heard that last time, that Furies beat those Pterodon Riders each day, every day. Finally, red-crested skinks are here as well, and they need capture weight here. So Unlucky Spotify is doing something now that is, I don't know if that's the best way to do it, like go for point number 3 and then support a little bit point number 2. But yeah, those Croxagors coming from the back, and they will, oh man, they're doing really good damage here. I think they're they're magic damage unit, so that will hurt the Nurgle a lot. And here a nice cast going down, and Nakai has a little bit of a problem here. He is on half HP almost, but he is trying to punch down this exalted hero of Nurgle, which is large here. Yeah, and well, Nakai is also large, so there is not much he needs to be scared of. Marauder Horseman here once again coming from the side. It's a nice wood here to kind of hide behind, right? But Lizardmen are winning this fight here on point number 2 and even taking point number 3 meanwhile. So the Nurgle player has to now summon in those Rot Knights. Rot Knights are coming in, and they are, they will hurt with the right charge into those little red-crested skinks. That will hurt. Feral Cold Ones here nibbling around on the Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle. Pretty good pick here whatsoever. And yep, Croxagores, those sacred ones, plus red-crested skinks, they can deal with everything that's here. What about the Furies? The Furies now finally coming in, and they will hunt down those Pterodon Riders once again. Yeah, here we are, and is it a blunder? I'm not sure. The Furies are doing the work. they're putting in work. And another Fury unit. I noticed myself that Furies are pretty nasty when it comes to yeah, air fight. Nakai here is getting a little bit, well, he is still on half HP here, but point number 2 is getting taken by the Marauder Horseman eventually. So you need to move up here. You need to move your red crested skinks here into the fight. I don't know if you want to have this blob fight. Those Rot Knights here are also pretty wasted. Like, I would probably assume you should go in once again. But point number 3 here with Feral Cold One Knights nibbling around those horsemen here. Yeah, they took a beating. We have Hounds summoned in, so yeah, that is basically what you really want to see. Mobility nibbling for the for all those infantry units. But looking back here, yep, those Marauder Horsemen, another cost is going down. So Nakai is getting low, and that's the question. Do you want to have Nakai fall? Because the Chaos Sorcerer here, he is doing pretty well. And yeah, basically, unlucky Spotify couldn't really get point number 3. Point number 2 is flipping here. So Nurgle is taking advantage of all the chaos that is unraveling here. So Unlucky Spotify is doing a very aggressive move. I think he is going for point number 3 here, forcing the player to maybe switch targets, switch priorities, right? Spotify is still leading, so yeah, he needs a lot of points, and when he gets the points, he can maybe win even on one objective here. But man, those Furies here, they did a great job. Chaos Warhounds really beaten up immediately, and as it looks so far, it looks like, yeah, Unlucky Spotify is really juggling between both units. He's healing up Nakai once again. Nice crystal heal is going down, but we have a cast once again. So yeah, pretty much Nurgle player is blundering a little bit. He has to now move up. That's very smart of Unlucky. So Unlucky is taking 3 points here, getting a huge lead, value wise also leading, but Mr. Archangel on Nurgle, you don't know how the healing is accounted for, and Nakai, he shouldn't fall here. Otherwise you really have a little bit of a problem. Those Feral Cold Ones, they could go here for point number 3, but I guess it is way better to have them around here and supporting this big old blob. Chaos Sorcerer, is he fleeing? So he got surrounded and beaten up. Really nice by Unlucky Spotify here, trapping the Sorcerer of Nurgle and beating him up. That's great stuff. I need to learn that. I don't know how to do that. And yeah, he is running, he's shattered, he is even poisoned, so he can't really move away, and that was great. Marauder Horsemen also running off, and those red-crested skinks I see, they are fighting almost on the point, but there's nothing that is, yeah, kind of nothing that is forcing Unlucky Spotify to give up his position. Pterodon Rider shooting into the Chaos Sorcerer, and he gone. I mean, I'm not sure if he is coming back. He should be put out of the map here. And yeah, Nurgle don't have anything on the field, I would say, that is pretty much strong enough to deal with those units here. Even the mighty aircraft here is now summoned in, but that's probably too late in my opinion. You're forcing the Nurgle caster way off the map, hopefully, and unfortunately those Pterodon riders will get crunched down here once again. So shooting wise, yeah, that was not enough. The healing Bastillodon is back online and is trying to get Nakai. So now it's really interesting. Is Nakai gonna die? I think so. He gets beaten up by the Exalted Hero. And which one is going down first? Oh no, Nakai is down. And now we have the punishment of Lord recently died. A little bit of a blunder, but I don't think it is important. And yes, here we are. The Nurgle player tabs out, and Nakai the Wanderer is now Nakai the Victorious. Yeah, I think the Sacred Croxigors did a great job here. Yes, like they could punch in, and I also assume that Feral Cold Ones were very crucial to hunt down all those marauders here. We have one Bastillodon with the Ark of Soltec. That's interesting. Other than that, yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that we see Pterodon riders instead of pterodactyls. Over here, yeah, we could say the throwing axes were pretty nice. Caster did okay-ish. Over here, Furies. I want to see the Fury value. Yeah, that's pretty good. And Rot Knights, not really. So that was good. Like, congratulations, unlucky. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea. So let's get into the next matchup here. So we're back here, Glade of the Ava Queen. Once again, round 2 now. Lizardmen against Dark Elves. And Ponti Michisław, right? That's Polish, I assume, because I can read it. And yeah, let's see how the Dark Elves and the Lizardmen perform here. So for the Lizardmen, we have one this time Gorok. We have Saurus Spears because of the shooting. So he had to change up his build for sure. Croxigors here moving up. And on the other side, we have Malekith on his big dragon. But, well, dragons are ancient as well, so I don't think the Lizardmen are really scared of them. They're kind of like, they're far relatives. What do we have here? We have Scorch Gunner chariots, Dread Spears, chariots, Black Ark Corsairs, and do we have any... No, we have only Scourges. So, yeah, let's fast forward and see what the factions are all about. So, Feral Cold Ones moving up and taking point number 3, but the Chariots are immediately shooting in and trying to stop that for sure. So... Unlucky Spotify is trying to hunt them. I wouldn't go for that. Yeah, as you can see, this time he is really blundering his first unit immediately. They're rampaged, so yeah, it's hard to control them. But they're strange. I mean, how can he move them around when they're rampaged? Maybe because there was no unit close to them. Yeah, and those Scorch Gunner chariots are pretty rad here in this setup. I mean, we have Temple Guards as well. They're really cool. I like those. I wanna play them also more. They're running in with their shields up, and they will take the point for sure. They don't care. Like, those shields will protect them for sure. Dark Elves are kind of, yeah, missing out on the range department here with the chariots. That's okay. Like, they're doing a good damage and a nice breath attack here over there. But point number 2 is secured. He is moving up with the Bastillodon with the solar engine. Pretty nice to shoot down those chariots. Yeah, with a little bit of protection, and the first shot immediately getting blocked by the tree, unfortunately. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Malekith now moving into enemy territory here. And the Black Ark Corsairs trying to fight the Saurus Spears. That is basically not the matchup you want to have. We have Red Crested Skrings. Oh, one charge of those chariots and they get deleted here. Oh my god, Red Crested Skinks are not a match for those chariots. And I think you can see here a significant gap in experience. I'm not sure. I mean, Spotify is a way better player than I am, but I can see the movement of the Dark Elf player is pretty good. And now another charge from the back, and that would hurt the Saurus Spears. Yeah, those chariots are really ruling the very infantry heavy roster here for Unlucky. Nakai, no, Gorok this time, sorry, Gorok moving in, trying to support against those Dark Ark Corsairs. The Malekith is nibbling here with his dragon, and now we have it. Dark Shards are summoned in, and those Saurus Spears, I don't know if they make it. They can try. We have the Reaper Bolt Throwers summoned in as well, so yeah, I mean, this is really devastating. Those chariots are, yeah, they fold down those spears. Another shower of dark shards is also there. I mean, this game, even if Unlucky Spotify has 2 points and is leading, the value is getting higher and higher for the Dark Elves here. Probably he will surpass him soon. Proxygors are now here, and yeah, they will fold down those sisters, I guess. Sisters of Slaughter, they're a good unit when they're not getting shot. They're really sustainable in battle, or they sustain in battle pretty well, but against those Proxygors, I don't think there is a chance. And yes, Bastillodon shooting into the Cold One chariots this time. Gorok, yeah, I mean, now you have Feral Cold One Knights here running around and Murderous Prowess activated. So now the Dark Elves are not high on value. I don't know why, but they are having the mobility game. They're now having the artillery game and the range game as well. So Red Crested Skinks going for point number 3 to support here. I mean, those Proxygors will do the deeds and yeah, do a lot of damage, but with the support of the repeater crossbows here, I'm not sure if that's enough. Nice shot into Malekith. So Malekith right now, nice breath attack here from the side, and those Saurus Spears, they wish they wouldn't be there. Yeah, Cold One Knights here fighting Cold One Spear Riders plus Red Crested Skinks. That was a matchup, and another good shot here into Malekith. So now Malekith should be on his way. Repeater crossbow, but sniping down the Bastillodon, and that's now the question. Do you go for Malekith, or do you go, yeah, or you move around and... Oh, this one is broken, running off. I I'm not sure. I'm pretty much surprised here how well the Lizardmen are fighting on the points, but it is obvious. You can see that there are more and more units of the Dark Elves here on the field, and nothing really can be summoned that is dangerous for the Lizardmen here. So let's fast forward a little bit. Malekith is moving around the battlefield still. He can be now untouched because there is not much shooting by the Lizardmen, and I think that even Gorok can't really rock that here. Yeah, he is punching down a couple of those units here, but I mean, Malekith, yeah, he just needs to fly and command his units around here. Yeah, let's fast forward once again because the shooting now is getting really decisive here, and I think when you think around, we have the Feral Manticore, which is now probably going for a couple of those weak units here to terror out them. Gorok is the only dude that is surviving here, and yeah, I mean, you probably can't win on one point, but yeah, maybe it's better to go for point number 2 or point number 3 and hold it, because yeah, there's just too much red on the battlefield, and I don't mean the blood, but still Gorok is rocking here in the backline. So the bolt thrower is offline. We have a couple of dark shards with shields, but they leave, well, dark riders, I mean, with shields. They can handle Gorok for sure. He is a, even though he is, yeah, he is infantry size, so that's basically a bonus for sure. Red Crested Skinks here, oh, they don't have a good time here. And when you look around, everything is fleeing the scene. Croxigor is summoned in. I don't know if they survive. Look, they have a little bit of armor, but those are armor piercing shots here. And the dragon decides to move in once again and feast on this nice, juicy crocodile flesh. I know it's not crocodile, but you know, they look like crocodiles, right? Yeah. And I think that, yeah, 3 points are ticking now for the Dark Elves, and I guess that unlucky Spotify, there is no comeback. I think the overextension was maybe too much. Yeah, when we look at it, yeah, we have a little bit of some witchcraft going down, but yeah, the victory tickings are too high. He is just pressuring the Lizardmen with his range here. That there is no possibility to go to any point, right? Gorok is kind of trying his best over there, but he's on his own. I don't think that there is a way to win. Now, Dark Elves also got, yeah, the lead in points. They have not the lead in value here, so that's interesting, but, well, maybe it's not necessary. Or the healing. So, yeah, as you can see, now we have the last battle here. Malekith wants to have his fair share with Gorok, and I think that in a couple of seconds this match will be decided by the points here. Gorok still standing tall. He is not scared, he is not afraid. He can handle Malekith. Malekith has to run now. I don't think that it doesn't matter really, but pretty nice match. I mean, to get 1,100 points here by the Lizardmen, even though they got really, yeah, they got compromised by the shooting in the end. And yeah, that's it. So fast forwarding and the game is done. Unlucky this time for Spotify. See what I did there. Malekith, nice value. Yeah, he was a menace on the battlefield. And then when you look at this, those chariots, yo, they were crucial with their charges, right? Then Dark Shards, pretty nice. We have nice Cold One Knights, really huge damage. So the summoning of those shooting units was pretty crucial. The Temple Guard, that's the point. Like, I mean, I would like to play Temple Guard, but they seem so weak, right? I don't know. Proxigors did okay, and then Bastillodon Engine not really, couldn't get the shots in that you wanted. Even Lord Krog we also had in the on the bench. Red Crested Skings, they survived a little bit, yeah. Well, that was one win, one loss. We see each other next time for round 3 and 4, but for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.